shake that.
My reason for going for the cheerleading aspect of my life is I love the entertainment opportunity, the fact of performing in front of so many people and doing something that you enjoy. And I also love the fact of getting to make all these new connections, meet all these new people, whether it's through doing these tours and meeting people in the armed forces or meeting these other cheerleaders, or the connections we make. We go out in the community all the time and we get to interact with people in different areas of the world and in our community, and so I just like that aspect of it as well.
I've been rooting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for a really long time. I even had season tickets before I became a cheerleader, so I always knew that I wanted to be a cheerleader, but I tried out a little bit later in my life. I tried out when I was 26 years old, and a lot of my girlfriends tried out right after high school, but I knew that I wanted to be, I knew that being a cheerleader would allow me to be an ambassador for our community and doing things like this, traveling. And I wanted to figure out who I was first in order to be able to provide something to our team. So I became a cheerleader because I knew that I wanted to be an ambassador in our community through the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
My family has had Viking season tickets since I was very young. So for me, it was all about combining two of my favorite things in the world, which is the NFL and dancing, which is my passion. I've been dancing since I was about 2 years old. So for me, it was a great combo.
I work full-time as an athletic director at a health club, so that keeps me really busy when I'm not cheering or practicing with my teammates. And we do events through our organization all throughout, even the off-season, so that keeps us busy too. When we're not getting ready for auditions or when we're not getting ready for game day, we're doing a lot of charity events and things like that.
I work in a high school in the athletics office as an admin assistant, so I love just working in high school and just being with the kids and being able to make a difference in kids' lives.
For me as well, all the girls on my squad have a full-time job, and I work as a pharmaceutical sales representative.
I work for a commodities brokerage in Tampa. We're one of the leading commodity investment brokerages around the country.
Each team is different, and actually it's been a nice opportunity for us to learn how each team operates their systems. Everybody is actually completely different. With the Texans, the way we do things is we have 3 practices a week, and they range from about a 4-hour practice. In the practice of that, we actually have to practice before coming to practice. So it's very intense and rigorous. We actually do our working out on the side. I know some teams do their working outs through practice. So you have a couple months off, but we as a team are required to have 40 appearances a year. So on top of doing the practices and such like that, we also do the appearances. So it's a full-time passion.
Our team is, during the summer, we have 3 to 4 practices a week between 2.5 to 3 hours. We are full hair, full makeup, tights, the works every single practice. So it's like you have to come game day ready every single practice.
With the Titans, we start out kind of heavy on our schedule. In the summers, we do sometimes 4 to 5 practices a week. But then when the season starts and we get more comfortable with everything going on, we break it down to 2 to 3 nights a week. So that keeps us in a steady, it goes steady throughout the season. And then on top of that, we do appearances also in the community.
My very first year as a rookie, it was a really cold and rainy game in Cincinnati, and I actually got ran over by 3 football players during the game, and it ended up being like some sort of penalty that they kept repeating on the big screen. So they kept seeing me go whoop, like my legs over my head and fall like on top of like the football players. And I had so many phone calls after that, like, was that you on team? I'm like, yes, that was me.
We have flags, giant flags that have a Viking head on that we use as props. And this year, another lady on my team and I went to pick up 2 of the flags, and the flags were actually interhooked, and so we tried to run away from each other, but our flags were still connected, so we kind of did one of those things where like rebounded back. But I think sometimes the fans love that even more because it shows that you're like a real person and you make mistakes too, and so they like to bond with you over those funny moments.
we are all here. We're from 8 different NFL teams, so we're representing our home teams. And we are here for Super Bowl week, so leading up to our Super Bowl. And we're just here to support the troops. We want to get out and visit them and bring a little taste of home to them.
I love this part of being on Cardinals is the show team, and I've been able to travel to Korea, Japan, Guam, Hawaii, Australia, and it truly is one of my favorite parts about being on the team. I love to support the troops, and we just want to thank our military, and this is why we're really here.
We'll be doing lots of different activities with the military, the troops, and we'll be doing Zumba classes with the military wives. We're excited about that. We'll be doing different clinics and just watching the Super Bowl with all the troops and rooting for the Patriots.
Armed Forces Entertainment brought us here into Guam to just celebrate the Super Bowl and be a part of their Super Bowl here for the troops. We just want to visit with them, make them feel like they're home. If we are their favorite team and we're not in the Super Bowl, we just want to bring them a piece of our team and be able to celebrate and see who's going to win this year.
I think that we are all personally rooting for the Patriots solely because the Patriots have a cheerleading squad. And we all love to support each other, so we're rooting for the Patriots cheerleaders. A big thank